everybody. Welcome back to the Huddle. I'm Ruth Lang, here with sports editor Mike Brown. We're here to wrap up St. Thomas Aquinas Knights' season-ending loss, unfortunately, in the state championship game. But they did have a historic season, didn't they?
They really did, Ruth. What a fun ride that was, because they're the first team in 44 years in boys basketball in our area to get to a state title game. I mean, that's how rare that is. And it was just a phenomenal run. You know, all the fans were at the game, and the emotion that built as they got deeper into the tournament. And that was, even though it didn't turn out how we had all hoped, but what a great experience that was for the fans and really for the media too, to be part of that. Because, you know, in my time here, that's the first time in my time here that's ever happened for a boys basketball team.
Well, as far as breaking down the game, you know, St. Thomas was a contender. They had success right straight up through in the semis, and then but they were up against Convoy Crestview,
Yes.
who actually was coming in unbeaten. St. Thomas coming in at 18-11.
Yeah.
Real well known for their three-point shots, real well known for their defense, but unfortunately, in Columbus there, Convoy Crestview kind of beat Louisville St. Thomas there at their own game, would you say?
That's
especially in the second half.
very astute of you, Ruth, because that's exactly what happened. You know, St. Tom played well. They were hanging in the game in the first half. They were only down by 3 points at halftime, and then in the third quarter, there might as well been a lid on the basket because they just couldn't get anything to fall. They got outscored 20-3 in the quarter, and then they were in desperation mode. Now they're playing at a pace they don't want to play at, and the other team is actually getting turnovers off them that they would normally get off another team, and that team was able to dictate the tempo, and things just kind of snowballed out of control from that point. And when you're at the state tournament and you're playing another really good team, and you only score 3 points in a quarter, you're probably not going to live to talk about it, because it's just that tough to come back from.
Yeah, I mean, turnover-wise, each team pretty evenly matched. St. Thomas had about 19 turnovers that were forced on them by Crestview, and St. Thomas, on the flip side, forced 22 turnovers on Crestview, so pretty evenly matched there. And then, unfortunately, though, like you said, we didn't see a whole lot in the way of scoring. We had Anthony Meglin, who had the only double digits for the team with 10 points.
Yeah, they were able to pretty much extend their defense then, because St. Tom's such a good three-point shooting team. They had a lot of three-pointers in the first half, very few in the second half, and I think they were scrambling to get back in. They just couldn't get into an offensive rhythm, and the other team was controlling, you know, the flow of the game, and it, like I said, it just kind of snowballed out of control. They were, you know, you're trying to catch up, and they just couldn't do that. And but I think what a phenomenal season, and what a fun season, and I think it really sets the table well for next year for St. Tom.
Yeah, and as far as mentioning Anthony Meglin, he's one of those who's going to be returning. They're only losing 2 of their starters. So.
That's right, and he's their vocal leader, their emotional leader. I love to watch him play. He's constant motion. You know, really rallies the troops all the time, and I think they've got some nice parts coming back next year, hopefully to make another run, because, you know, these kids have that experience now. They've gotten to a state title game. They know what it's all about, and sometimes I've seen this play out in other sports where you have to get to the state title game to realize all the side emotions, and then you can handle that going back the second time and just play your game. And a lot of times it's a process, as much as we like to hit a switch and think it's going to happen this way, but sometimes it's a process. So hopefully that'll be the case for St. Tom next year.
And maybe that's all they need.
Yeah, right.
We'll be here next year with the basketball huddle, but before that, in the fall, we have the football huddle with Rob Toder and Mike Brown. For now, I'm Ruth Lang. Mike Brown signing off for the huddle.